Lawmakers are halfway through the legislative session, and so far one bill has made it to the governor's desk. WRTV Statehouse reporter Meredith Hackler breaks down the important events of the week and tells us what to expect moving forward.
The future development of wetlands was one of the biggest topics of conversation this week at the Statehouse as lawmakers marked the halfway point of the 2024 legislative session. The House bill would change the classification of certain wetlands and would allow them to be developed in the future. It's something environmentalists say should concern Hoosiers, while builders in the state say this change is needed.
Obviously, housing is and affordable housing is a massive challenge in Indiana. A faster, more streamlined process with less red tape is less expensive, and that price doesn't have to be reflected in the sale of the price of a home.
What we are going to see, and what people in Indiana are going to see, is that as these wetlands are filled in among their communities, there's going to be more and more water that they have to deal with.
An announcement from the Indiana Lieutenant Governor brought the conversation surrounding a $1 billion Medicaid shortfall back to the forefront. The Family and Social Services Administration is trying to cut funding to the Attendant Care Program. The program helps families collect income by taking care of their medically complex children. Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch called for an outside audit of FSSA, something other gubernatorial candidates support, as well as families who depend on the program.
I just think that we all want transparency because the only way that we're going to ensure that our kids get the care they need is if there is transparency.
Families plan on being at the Statehouse next week for another rally. Looking ahead to next week, several committee hearings are already on the schedule. A bill that is advancing would eliminate cities' abilities to have a ban on pet stores selling dogs. A Senate bill that would address reading literacy to third graders is a priority bill for lawmakers. It would hold back students who are not able to advance in literacy after different measures have proven to be unsuccessful. It has a committee hearing next week. The bill passed out of the Senate last week. With your Legislative Week in Review, I'm Meredith Hackler, WRTV.
This is the time in the session when bills that passed in the Senate and House flip-flop chambers. We will likely see more bills sent to the governor's desk next week.